tips to grow your natural hair thick and luscious. Yeah. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Mum Journeys. Welcome. If this is your first time, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. And if you haven't subscribed, come on, just click on the button and subscribe. Okay, moving forward, we have got a tips video today. Tips to grow your natural hair thick. Okay, so when you're on your natural hair journey, most times the aim is to grow your hair. Some other people, you just want to be natural and you just want to keep that low cute cut. If that's you, you just need to take care of your hair and just keep it moisturized. But if you want to grow length, you want the length of your hair to actually start to grow and get to the length that some people are actually getting on this natural hair journey, amazing length, then some of these tips will help you. Okay, number one, the very first tip is cover your hair with a satin bonnet or sleep with a satin pillowcase when you go to bed. Okay, it is important to cover your hair with a satin bonnet or a satin scarf. Why the importance of satin? Satin fabric, unlike cotton, does not absorb the oils from your hair. It just helps you, though you might see a bit of sheen on the satin, but it doesn't like strip it away like the cotton will do. The cotton fabric, if you had maybe you were wearing a cotton bandana or anything cotton based, it will actually strip your hair of the oils in your hair, and you need that oil to retain the moisture in your hair for your hair to grow long. Okay, because moisture is key and you need that moisture retained in your hair for your hair to grow. Okay, now second tip is shampoo with sulfate-free products. Sulfate-free products. Now that should be your regular shampoo routine. And now if you wash your hair every week, which is the suggestion, you're not meant to wash your hair too often. So every week you wash your hair, then you use a sulfate-free shampoo to do your washing up. Yeah, and sometimes it's good to do a clarifying shampoo, maybe once in 6 weeks, sort of. You just clarify your hair. Then you can use a clarifying shampoo to do that. Now it's important also to read the contents of the product you buy for your hair. Okay, now do scalp massages. And also there's something called the inversion method. Now if you're someone who exercises, you don't necessarily need to do this inversion method, because while you're exercising, you're actually assuming the position of the inversion method, so you don't really need to actually dedicate time to do that. But if you've watched videos about the inversion method, you would actually see that some people actually claim to have gained crazy lengths by doing this inversion method, and massaging your scalp is very good. What do these two methods have in common? They just bring the blood flow to your hair, and hair needs the blood to circulate in your scalp for it to grow. Okay, so that's the usefulness of having scalp massages and doing inversion method to grow your hair. Okay, fourth tip is consider the use of Ayurvedic treatment. Let me pronounce that again. Ayurvedic treatments. What are they? They are usually plant-based, centuries known products, I'll call them, yeah, that are very, very good for growing hair. There are quite a number of them. I'll put a list of a couple that I know that, and the usefulness, what they do for your hair. And the example of some of these are amla, henna, shikakai, and brahmi or brahmi. Not too sure about the pronunciation of that word. And there's moringa. Yes, those are Ayurvedic treatments, and they're very good for your hair. They help your hair to grow. They have different properties that assist in your hair growth. Now, if you want your hair to grow thick and fast to an extent, you consider using these products. Okay, like I said, I will put a link. I'll put in my description box, sorry, the different usefulness of those herbs. It's going to take some time, but I'm going to do it. Okay, now you can check that in the description box if you think they might be beneficial to you. Okay, or you want to try them actually. Okay, now for people with very dry scalp, I used to do this, oil my scalp, but now I think either my sebum, that's the oil, natural oil that comes from my scalp, has improved. So when I do this now, it actually causes me to itch. So what I do, if I want to oil my scalp, I do it a day before my wash day, so that it just doesn't give me too much agitation in my scalp. So oiling your scalp, if your scalp is very dry, is a very, very good way to grow your hair. Okay, it helps and aids in growing your hair because it nourishes your scalp. It prevents your scalp being dry, prevents you from itching your scalp. That's if your scalp is very dry. It prevents you from itching your scalp, and it prevents you from causing abrasions and cuts in your scalp. If you're not scratching it, you don't have those cuts, and then your scalp is healthy, and it helps your hair to grow out nicely. Okay, so consider oiling your scalp if your scalp is very dry, but you need to search and find what oil works to do that. Not every oil works to do that. And then there's some growth oils too. You can use that to oil your scalp. I haven't tried any growth oils recently. I might look for one and then give it a go, and then maybe do a video for you guys to see, make a review of that product as well. Okay, moving on. Now, on a monthly basis, I'll say do a protein treatment. Now, there's some protein treatment that really like intensive, and there are others that are just subtle. So I'll suggest, because that's what I do, I'll do a subtle protein treatment one month, and then in the next upper month, checking the way my hair feels, I might do a slightly intensive protein treatment. So I vary them to not be too harsh on my hair, because your hair growth is based on your moisture and your protein balance. They have to be a balance in that, and once you have that balance, your hair starts to thrive. Now, based on my case, because I'm dealing with crown breakage, I'm focusing on balancing my hair with my crown, so I'm not letting the other parts grow out too long. I'm always trimming so that it matches up with my crown, and my crown, I have to report, is improving tremendously, guys. And another tip is take pictures. Okay, take pictures of your hair stages so that you see the difference, so that you actually visually see the difference. This is so important because I have a daughter. She's been natural for so long, but she only just started a healthy hair journey, say about 3 years now. And initially she was so discouraged that I've been natural for so long, mommy, why is this hair not growing? And I said, maybe your hair is not healthy yet, sorry. So she started making sure she started using most of these tips. She started doing her moisture, protein balance. She started deep conditioning her hair, taking regular trims, and all the other tips that I mentioned in my previous video. So if you haven't seen that video, 5 basic tips to grow your hair, check it up on there. I'll put it on the cards for you to click on, or at least be able to reference to. Okay, so she started doing it and she was taking pictures. The first year she did a picture with her puff and did a picture with a fro, and then second year she did a picture with a puff and a fro. Third year did the same, and then she looks at them and compares them, and she's like, Mom, my hair is growing. And she's now a bit happier to see that the hair is making progress. Okay, so take pictures so you can see your progress from time to time. Okay, now another tip to grow your hair is to be patient. Be patient. Hair does not grow in a day. Every year, according to the science, that if you can research this, your hair grows 6 inches every year. 6 inches. Now, if you can retain all 6 inches, then you will definitely see all the growth. But if you cannot retain those 6 inches, then it will just be like, you know, it's not growing. But it is actually growing, so it's retaining that length that is important. Okay, another tip is drink water. Moisture is important, so internal moisture, drinking water for your body's sake is good for your hair. Also, spritzing water in your hair is also good for your hair. So drink water to let your hair grow luscious and thick. My very last tip that I follow is check out your hairstyles. Now, I want my hair to be thick, especially since I'm dealing with crown breakage. So I have cut out certain hairstyles from my routine. I usually just wash my hair, put them into twists. Now, if I want to carry out my hair naturally, I just put them into this fro. There's no stress, the hair is just let go, no tension on my edges. I don't do any other thing to it other than I twist it, I put it in the fro. So with that, I am seeing the thickness of the hair thriving. Okay, so cut out certain hairstyles so that your hair can thrive. Okay, it's very low manipulative. You don't have to touch it much. Just maybe if you want to go out and you want to take your hair in twist, if you feel, or just letting it down like that doesn't really look good, you just, you know, put it in a pin. Some people put them into buns. So I'm beginning to see reason to use just two strand twists to grow my hair. Okay, so guys, that's the tips I've got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, share, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, so always remember, guys, you are beautiful inside and outside. Okay, bye. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys. Just leave it. Oh my gosh.